Absolutely.
So why don't we jump in?
What's
so
up,
first
guys?
Up, let's talk about the Avengers wave for 2023.
Sorry, I was a bit late.
So
The construction workers in the house
out there from the content
here we
creators
go.
and fans seem to be digging. You know who you
Okay,
think they
so-
would. The Iron Man Extremis
Logo
armor, very
says,
popular figure.
Hasbro,
All new
Hasbro.
sculpts, amazing job as always.
Possible
And
Avengers reveals
we've got
incoming.
the Ultimates
Very
inspired
possibly.
Captain America with his new
Spitler
kind
said,
of
"I've just
textured
noticed
suit, 2 heads.
Brian's
He is
profile pic
awesome.
on
But
here,
guys,
same
don't
Iron
sleep
Man
on some of the villains in
I
this
thought it
wave.
was
They
some
are
sort of
important
dragon.
for Marvel and awesome figures in their own right. We've
Oh,
got
excuse me.
Baron von Strucker, a really
interesting what we're
cool
gonna see here.
villain here. He's got an awesome
looking forward
look
to
with that
Dan Young was quite,
scarf piece there. He's got a gauntlet of his own.
gloating
And
about
then
it
a
earlier,
character
so
that was very important in the
let's see.
comics is Molecule Man. So big in the comics, and this is the first Hasbro Marvel Legends Molecule Man. And as I've been talking about this
Can't wait for
Avengers
that wave.
kind of wave, Dwight is setting up a little nice inspiration for you when you get your Puff Adder and you collect your Puff Adder Build-A-Figure.
That's right. We're adding more members to your Serpent Society. So as you can see, Puff
Hey,
Adder
Gabby, Marcella,
towers
Padilla,
over the
Mary.
rest of these
How are you,
guys.
dude?
They look awesome together. And like I said,
That's
now
a
you can
fucking
add
cool
one more
wave.
massive monster to the collection. So Puff Adder towering over Constrictor, Rock
James,
Python,
well,
King Cobra, Eel,
lads, he
and
says.
Viper. So
How are you, James? Boy?
that group of baddies continues to grow. So hope you guys
Who
can
has all those snakes?
hop in and collect, because this guy turned out fantastic as well.
He looks great. There's a lot of Serpent Society members, but it's
Yes.
nice to start growing the team. So that is your Avengers wave, the first kind of wave I think hitting stores now. Next up, do you want to talk some X-Men?
Sure, let's do
All
it.
right. So the X-Men. This is
Oh,
the
this is the Builder
Chod
Chod.
wave, as we know, with his little friend Kree.
Yep.
Who's
I don't
getting
know
mixed
if I'm
with
saying that right.
anyway?
There's a lot
I
of
like that.
E's.
Comments.
But yeah, so the notable guys here, right? You've got the Build-A-Figure.
Miss
We've got an
Daddy,
awesome
Betty, Daddy.
Cyclops
Rain.
here, an astonishing look.
Pretty
Also
cool.
in her astonishing look, Dwight's got her.
My girl Emma looks great
Emma
with Scott.
Frost.
Love our X-Men, Scott and Emma,
Astonishing
and then also,
Cyclops.
I think a couple of
They're
my
right nice.
favorites in this wave. Not the most obvious picks right off the bat, but Corsair.
Yeah,
Starjammers,
I'm gonna have to get Corsair,
with
definitely.
Chod there, and then this is for those X-Men and kind of Gen X fans.
Mhm.
We've got M. Monet for the first time. She's been
Honestly, I
much
know nothing
requested,
about
First
so
additions of new
acting that
teams.
character.
so love to hit that
three of those.
new looks. So this will be your X-Men wave. I think this is still up for pre-order now. It'll be
Still
shipping
nice,
out
though.
later this year. So go get your
Not for me, most
X-Men
of them,
wave
though.
as well. So those are the first 2 comic waves down. As we rolled into 2023, the first movie wave that we pre-ordered was the Ant-Man Quantumania wave, which was a mixed wave. And this one, because the
Mixed
Ant-Man
bag.
movie moved up a little earlier, we had to do a pre-order for the Ant-Man figures, which look great. They'll be coming out later this summer. So let's go through some of those. So this is the Cassie Lang Build-A-Figure. So
Yep.
I want to go through the movie figures first.
All right.
So
Lame.
who have we got? We've got, of course, Scott
Of course,
Lang,
yeah, Scott.
Ant-Man.
You should have done like a
little
Modok
running
figure
pose
for
there.
this
We've
as
got
well,
Hope.
Hope
of a giant head and a chair.
in the
Would've
Hasbro
been cool.
Pulse dynamic figure stand that I will never stop plugging ever. So I think she looks great flying there. We've got Kang the Conqueror, probably the breakaway
I do like that
hit from the
Kang.
film.
Really nice.
And we've got the Build-A-Figure.
Cassie.
Right.
So these look great.
Sup,
4
Jono?
awesome new
Sup,
characters
Jono
to add to
chat?
your collections. The cool thing about them is they, complete
that's-
another
that's-
chunk of his family. Stature as the Build-A-Figure is awesome. All 3 of our heroes come with
Yeah, I have
separate
no interest in
helmets
that stature for them.
with
figure.
the alternate visors, clear visors, which is cool. Shows off their eyes underneath the helmets.
Yeah, let's have a look at the current
And
Pegworm.
Cassie here actually
not
comes with
even
an
out yet,
action
Chuck.
ponytail, which is fun. So, you can
But
catch
they're
her
probably
in
well
dynamic.
Pegworm, to be fair.
Oh, I'm falling motions. Oops, I break it. I break everything. So she can be like, oh,
Kang
I'm
looks really
falling.
cool, though,
Or
and
I'm
I've-
jumping to the right
I've watched
or to
the
the
Ant-Man
left,
film
or I'm
and
just
almost
chilling with
tempted
my
to
family.
buy all
So,
the
you
different
know,
versions of
action
Kang.
ponytail,
Action
action
ponytail.
pony, do your
variants
thing.
and stuff.
Boom.
So these are the movie figures for this wave. There's also 4 comic figures in it. We've got some fun ones, right? We've got a new version of Ultron with a new head sculpt. We've got Egghead, which is a comic character that
I like
fans
that
have been
egghead figure.
very happy about.
Yeah.
I didn't know much about him,
Cool.
but fans love it, so that's great. We love to see
Ultron,
it too. We've
sweet,
also
man,
got
like
a
so.
futuristic Ant-Man, and then who's the last one in that wave?
Crossfire.
Crossfire. Yeah. So that is
Crossfire
your
is really cool.
Ant-Man
I don't
wave.
know much about him though.
Cassie, by the way, the shoes. What was it like working on those new?
I thought that
It's-
he was
it's pretty
Ant-Man
cool.
Yeah,
was
you
black
know,
and
it's our largest
Find this way,
size
one
kicks
big
we've
one,
done so
fucking-
far.
Yeah.
So
well,
you know,
fucking
there we
Pegworm
go.
hard
If Dan
as
was
fuck.
here, I would ask Dan to describe the sneakers. These are big sneakerhead. more so than us. But so that is your Ant-Man wave, still up for
Come
pre-order.
on with
Go
the
get
new
it.
stuff.
Kang figure, by the way, awesome.
Make
Jonathan
it
Majors,
new
did you
shit.
see that clip? Jonathan Majors saw his own
I
Kang
did.
figure, and he
I
kind of
did.
liked it. He maybe had some feedback on the biceps, but
Yeah, he's been doing a little workout. He's been working out a little bit.
yeah,
since,
he's got some other
since this was
he's got some
well,
other films
so.
coming out that he has to look pretty imposing for. But that Kang figure is
One thing we
awesome
got
and
another
will look
Batman.
great as well. So those are 3 waves down. All right, the next one, which was just revealed a couple of weeks ago, is the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume
Galaxy
3
wave.
wave. This is an all-movie wave as well as a deluxe figure. So let's just kind of go through the team.
The
We'll go
deluxe
through the
figure,
team
Michael.
Star-Lord first and start with our leader here. So we've got team suits
Cocaine
for
Bear,
the core Guardians members. We've got a new Star-Lord. And Dwight, what's it like,
Yeah, but
you
people are
know,
saying
as a
Cocaine Bear
designer
is
when you
actually a
see
really
the
good
reference
movie
and
in
it's
general.
like they're all matching?
Because of the
kind of.
absurdity
Is
of
that-
it, it's
is
actually
that
a good
fun?
movie.
It's fun, but you want to
Itself,
make sure
so
that
I
they
wouldn't be
still
surprised.
stand apart from each other and have all those
Lord
like
says-
iconic elements of
No,
themselves,
it's
which is
right.
why the
Comic
faces
figures
are
are
so
wrong page.
important,
The
so
movie
that
wants to shift, okay.
as you collect them, they all
Thinking
still look unique to
the Ant-Man
themselves, you
and
know.
Kang.
So
I
the Chris
definitely want
Pratt
the
Star-Lord, the
Kang.
likeness is fantastic,
With
but
the
then
likes of
when you get to other
Crossfire
characters
and
like Drax,
Eggman, I
it's
want
a
those
significantly
of my
more,
matchup,
you know,
like, so.
upsized, bulkier body because Dave
Mikey
Bautista
says
is,
Cocaine Bear
you know,
is awesome.
a lot
Yeah, I
buffer
still need to
and
get
more
to the cinema to
massive
see
than
it, but
Chris
I've just
Pratt.
been so busy
Not that
the
Chris
last
Pratt's
couple
not,
weeks.
you know, amazing in his own. Just saying.
Yeah,
you know.
construction in the house and
So
stuff.
then when you have them,
Not fun.
you also have some of the ladies of the team. You have Nebula
Also, hi,
and
Mikey.
Mantis,
Welcome to the stream.
which look really cool. I just love seeing the comic, like classic inspired look of Star-Lord translated out. I think that was one of the
I can see
coolest
Kang selling
treats
well
for
as a
this.
figure.
So
Nebula comes with a lot of stuff. I
Ant-Man
put it
and
down there on the
Wasp,
stand, right?
Wasp
She has that.
Yes.
are
what do you
way
call it?
too close.
she's got an alternate arm that transforms into some
Gabby
sort of a
says,
blade. She's got a couple of
lost
different
Marvel Legends,
blasters and
Spider-Man,
alternate
Camino,
hand as
Augusta.
well. Yeah, so
can't understand that.
the core team
Okay.
and
Mikey,
where's the
I got
last
you.
little member in their uniform? You
Oh,
have
Mikey, is
Rocket
that better?
here, which also looks
It's
fantastic.
hard to
They're
hear
all
you behind
matching.
the
It's
stream.
really
I'm delighted
cute.
to
Yeah.
be
Rocket
loud.
with his blaster there. I liked
Smitlord
in going
says,
through these
Guardians
Drax
wave
and
does not
Mantis
interest
because
me
we
at
saw
all, but I
them
did get
heavily
Thor
featured in the
Guardians
holiday
weird.
special. They kind of
Yes.
went on that adventure on Earth, and that was really fun to see those characters get some more, get some more lines, and it was a really fun adventure. And so this is what are these 5 characters? We got 2 more
Yes.
in this wave.
Which one do you want to do first?
Why don't we go Kraglin?
All right.
All right, yeah, the first
First
Marvel
time in the
Legends.
MCU line of Kraglin. Looks
Maybe it's
pretty
this thing.
sweet.
How about now?
His
How about
Ravager's look. He's got the arrow
Smitlord
floating out
says,
around out of his sheath.
the
He's got
new
the fin
Ant-Man suit
for
is like
controlling
this
it.
comic
He's got a little
strip
removable
art.
knife on his back as well, and he looks
Brian,
really
you
good.
are
And
very
the
low.
final full
Mickey,
character
that is awesome.
is
Gabby said the
Adam
Marvel
Warlock,
Legends for
shown here,
Spider-Man
and
No Way
all of
Home.
his golds and reds. And that's the those are the
I
figures
think you need to
for the
start
wave.
using these
For
guys
the
more.
wave,
I think it
Yes.
could be
we
my
got
mic
one
doesn't
more
know that.
deluxe standalone item
That's true.
Yes.
that you can just. Oh, actually, so yeah, let's talk build a figure. Good
Okay.
call.
So we have Build-A-Figure, we have Cosmo. She looks awesome, and she is fully articulated. I'm gonna move some of these
No,
guys
no,
aside
God,
so I
no.
can bring her out up front. So Cosmo has full articulation. She has 3 points of articulation on each one of her limbs. A bend in the middle of her torso. Her tail goes up and down as well, and the space dome is also removable. So we can pop off
Okay.
her head and the dome.
So I've
pop
turned
that
down the volume of the live
snap
stream
the
for
dog's head
Hasbro.
back on, and now you can see that she has the ability to also look left and right and kind of pivot up and down.
Strange,
as well,
next
as
problem
some
usually
rocking
on the
neck
on the other
shoulder.
show.
So
But I suppose we don't
lots
really
of
watch videos on the
articulation
other show.
Cosmo, she looks great.
But
and
yeah,
a
so
nice way to
I've turned up the
complete
volume. There we go.
this pile. Of
In
Guardians.
all
Yeah,
the
we really
things
wanted
I've
to
seen,
highlight the detail
Cosmo
and
was a
articulation
boy
of
dog.
Cosmo just when I was,
Yeah, but they
building
can
this
change
build figure
anything now,
today,
so-
Dwight spoke
And it's
about
actually the good
the
the
head
girl
being
that
on
was
the
in
ball, but then the neck also is on a
in
swivel
Borat
here.
2
It's got
that's
that
playing
neat torso
Cosmo.
articulation. tail,
Mikey
of
says,
course,
much
and all the
better.
different parts of the leg.
Excellent, but
So
now I
a
can't
lot
hear
of
what you're
detail
saying.
in her space dog astronaut.
But yeah, that's a
suit
shit
there
build
with
a figure.
removable
In
helmet.
all,
That's really fun.
in all honesty,
Yeah,
it's
so you
fairly
can
poor.
collect
Like,
this wave, get all the figures, and then get your Cosmo. But then they are joined by he's still arguably the cutest, but he's no longer the smallest
No,
of the team.
not at all.
No. Who do we have?
Jonathan
We
said
have
if Cosmo
Groot.
was sold
We
alone
have a
or
very,
Rocket in 2-pack, I
thick,
would
bulked
100%
up
be in
Groot.
on it.
So as you can see, he got he's been
Is
working
the-
out
is
since
the
the last time
dem
we
dog,
saw him
Brian.
on film, and now we have
Cosmo
him
is referred to
up
as
here,
the Chris.
as you
Just
saw him
thought you knew
also
that.
in the same basic scale from the
Not
holiday
this
special.
shit
So
again.
that's our new.
If anyone was
Groot
on the
that we
live
have,
stream
which will
last
be
night,
joining in the fray.
we'll
in the new
understand
Guardians
these
movie coming
jokes and
out.
comments.
And Groot has a couple of extra accessories. He's got some wings. He's got some alternate
I mean,
hands, and
I am
there's
swole,
a
Groot.
little baby rocket. I
Groot.
think we saw in the trailer.
And he's
at
got
some
wings
point.
now, so
There was a flashback maybe with a baby rocket, and so there's just a little slug there. That comes
I've
with
got
the deluxe Groot as
wings.
well. So this is your Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, all movie collection. And,
James,
you know,
did
we
you
look
just
forward to that
assume
film in
Cosmo's
May,
gender?
And, you know, a lot of excitement coming out of that first official trailer.
Maybe
So
the
look
maybe the
forward to
dog
seeing
was like
more.
That was 4 waves.
like
That
what's
was
the
4.
word?
And that's just the stuff you guys already know
Castrated,
about. And
thought
I'm
his
already
balls
kinda
taken off.
getting
I don't know
tired
what the
here
word
of
is.
these bright lights.
Neuters. There
So
we go.
let's jump into some new reveals. And so a bit of a new approach for us this time, guys, because schedules are a little bit unpredictable. We're not exactly sure when the pre-orders for some of these
Group
will
design
come
of
out.
shite.
There will be
James
pre-orders
takes
for
a
these
chat.
waves, so don't worry. But we haven't we'll communicate the details.
Okay,
and the
so
timings
new
of those
stuff.
at a later date. So we wanted to show off some comic-based Spider-Man figures. I believe in a week or two, or you know, we might have some pre-order news. So let's just kind of jump right into
Ooh,
this new Spider-Man.
Spidey
We're just
figures.
showing you the out-of-pack figures. We're not going to have the official PR images in this stream or after the stream, because we're kind of saving that for the full item reveal tied to the later pre-order. But we will be going through the figures, and we have
Y'all
some
fucked
setups
up
here
on
to kind of get you
pre-orders.
up and close and personal with those.
Want to try a good guy, bad guy thing?
Sure, you want to go Spider-Man first? Because
Sure.
this is a Spider-Man kind of collection here.
Sounds awesome. So we have first up is the new suit for Ben Riley. So
Oh,
Ben here
that
got
is really
his all
nice.
new red and black costume.
$45.
And he has super full articulation, including toes, people. So he's
So
got
I'm
pinless
not reading
arms
the
and
new Ben
legs. He's
Riley
on the
costume.
super
Someone
articulated torso.
more-
So he has both the
with more,
rocker and the diaphragm, so you can get him into super
knowledge on this
low
could tell me if that's,
spider
if that's
poses.
right or not. But
And
it
he's got the
looks
new
really,
kind of
really
large, big
nice.
eyes that you saw in the comics, and the off-centered logo of the black and red spider on his chest. So a really awesome upgrade to Ben with an all-new version of a suit.
I think I sensed Dan fist pumping at home.
No,
when you
no,
were
you won't
talking
get to
about
see the bullshit
articulation,
render. I'm just
because
look
this
nothing like
does
the
have
actual
that
figure.
toe articulation
Yeah, this is
and
much
all
better.
the,
Why are they
the
getting? Why are they saying
diaphragm
sorry?
ab crunch there
That
he
yo
loves.
that yo-yo does like his toes.
That's right. Well, he loves them because the fans love it. So that's a good guy, Ben Riley.
All right.
Who do you want to do next? Your choice.
Let's do a bad Ben Riley.
Sure.
All
Okay.
right. Let's keep the Ben Riley train going, and let's bring up Chasm. What is it? Which one's right?
I'm not sure. I think they're both allowable. I would say Chasm. But
Okay, I like Chasm. That sounds good. We'll go with that. So this is the alternate version of Ben in his evil purples and blacks with a little bit of like an accent and kind of a teal color, which is a really awesome villain combo when you put these colors all together. So a
Somebody
really,
in the
really
chat has spotted a
fun
No Way
take
Home box
on
in the
a new
background
character that just
as
came
well.
out in the books not too long ago.
yeah, it's always fun when we get to do newer characters from the comics.
That's really,
Show-
really
show off the
nice.
back
I like
designs.
that.
There's
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot of-
Show
there's a
more.
lot of, detail in his costume in both the front and I think an even more elaborate design on the back
Close
there
up.
with the green lines going all over.
Absolutely. Yeah,
So
a
that
lot of
is-
deco on this guy.
So that is Chasm. There are more non-Ben Riley figures though.
That
this
is
year.
really cool. I like that.
I thought we could keep a theme going.
Who's up next?
All right, let's go with. So we're talking about new costumes. Let's stick in
Yeah.
the new. Let's keep the new theme going, and let's bring out Miles here. So this is Miles and his newest look. So
Miles Morales'
this
newest
has some
costume.
great
Again, I
new,
don't know what. I'm
kicks.
not reading
sure
it, so
Dan would also appreciate those. He's
Yep.
got the half black, half red webbed
I'm
legs.
not sure
and
I
then
like
he's got
that.
his kind of a sweatshirt kind of thing with a
Looks
collar.
like a
I don't know.
bad
I'm gonna say all the
cosplay or
kids are
something.
wearing it, but I have no.
They could be.
Chris
They could be.
says,
Don't know.
as much as
Yeah,
I like
so
Spidey
you
and
got
all
the
the
mask, you got the
I'm a
mask
bit done with all the Spidey
covered
figures. I
halfway
agree,
up
man. There's too
by the
many.
pulled up neck of his jacket.
Jonathan said Ben
He's
Riley,
got
some
the,
demonic powered
articulated arms and
green
legs.
looking dude in
He
the
is
current
also
comics.
a completely
Shit.
pinless figure, and he does articulate underneath his
Yeah, I don't like this
sweatshirt,
version
but
of
the sweatshirt due to the
Miles at all.
design of it sitting over the torso.
looks like he's
it does
wearing
limit
pajamas with a
movement
hoodie
back and
over it or
forth a little
something, I
bit,
don't
but
know.
it is all articulated under there.
And he's got a nice bigger spider symbol on the back
Yeah,
there too.
just like the other ones. Big spider on the back, little on the front. There you go.
Looks like the comments are so
It's Miles.
funny.
So that's fun. Yeah, new comic versions.
All right, back to some bad guys. Let's go classic.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
classic bad guys, guys.
Ooh.
For the first time
The
ever,
Rose.
you guys get to add
Yep.
Kingpin's
Buying
baby
that.
boy to your collection. So, how about
Buying that
for the
straight away.
first time ever in Marvel Legends, a Rose figure?
I
Happy
absolutely
belated
love the
Valentine's
Rose in
to
the
all of
comics.
you
He's
who
fucking
celebrate.
cool.
This Rose is for you.
Some of the
It was a
stories
teaser
with
on one
Hobgoblin
of
and
our
stuff.
streams.
I like
Awesome.
that. That's
We
right.
just showed
That's
that.
right. So he's
The mask
also got
doesn't look
some
great, though, does
on-point
it?
shoes. With his whites and blacks. He's got his gloves. He's got a Rose accessory, and his mask with sunglasses over them.
The shoes are very fancy.
He is. He's proper.
I don't know about that
A
face.
new jacket. He's also
Show
pinless,
close up.
double pinless arms and legs for our suit body. So we got some new pieces that we'll be able to use to
It
upgrade
seems
those
like
figures going
the
forward.
body for Jigsaw.
And there's the Rose.
That is the Rose. What else have we got?
They're not really showing the
We
characters
have a
up
couple
close.
ladies to round out the cast.
Okay.
So first, also sticking with some newer costumes, we have Jessica Drew and her more
Jessica
modern
Drew, Spider-Woman.
Spider-Woman look.
Eh,
So she looks really cool here in her black and red. She is on a more
no one is
buff,
reading Miles comics. Right.
powerful female body.
Shinazura
and she
says,
now has
meant to be at
double
work, but
arms
fuck
as
it,
well.
this is
So
better.
we've got a stronger
Yeah,
female,
Jonathan, the camera person
form
does
with
need to
the
kick up
double
the whole
pinless
show
arms,
properly. And of
which
course,
is
they
great.
do them with the Spider-Woman.
And it's a really cool costume as well. It has some neat accents on the back, some yellow.
I don't know,
details
red
that
and
go up
yellow
the
is the
back of
only
her
color for
calves,
Jessica Drew should be anyway.
which is kind of cool. They're
That
also on the
classic
back side of
costume
her
is so
hands.
Yep.
and
embedded
a
in my
really
brain
cool-looking,
that it can't be
Jessica
anyone
Drew
else.
figure.
Very intricate hand
just looks
designs
weird.
with the symbol on the back and then the individual fingers with
Yeah.
the little lines there. But the team did a great job in capturing all of those
Expensive
on the
hands.
figure. Expensive hands. You guys don't always realize it, but sometimes those deco ops, no matter where they are. Who's up next?
And lastly is Daredevil.
New Daredevil.
So the Elektra
The Elektra
version of
Electra
Daredevil.
Daredevil.
So Daredevil here is an all-new figure, double pinless arms and legs. She's got a couple of side.
nice,
She's got
but
her hair
I
pulled back
don't-
into a funky ponytail.
Don't really care about that figure.
What you don't see here, I will say, she will also have the alternate collar scarf, so that because you see her more often in the comics with the scarf. So that is also an accessory that she'll have with her.
Yeah, this is it. So you said all new,
new.
double pinless arms and legs. I noticed she has these new baggy kind of pants.
Yeah, it's all ripped right from the comic.
Yeah,
books.
it's iconic.
She looks really great.
Again,
she has
though, with
good
this-
articulation and
with this
will
Daredevil,
go really well next
Elektra,
to all of your
I'm not a fan of this
and
at all.
Spider-Man, New York-esque Marvel characters.
That's right. There actually is one more character on the stand there.
Did I miss him?
Got to plug him. Where is he?
Oh, yep.
Yeah. So there is a seventh figure in this collection, a kind of like the Rose, a more classic design. Again,
Tarantula.
on the Hasbro Pulse dynamic flight stand, but I had to get him in sort of this jump kick pose because talk him through.
You can bet your ass
Tarantula and why
that stand
he's
doesn't come with him.
Kicking like that.
Yeah,
He
Tarantula.
got
That's pretty cool. I
Tarantula.
like him.
Because he's got his spiky toe things. I don't know why he has spiky toe things, but he's got spiky toe things. And why wouldn't you do jumping, kicky things if that's the outfit you choose to wear?
That's a really
So
nice
he's
figure.
got an all red and black costume. We did Tarantula once, not in the Marvel Legends proper line, but many moons ago, back in the early years.
Spider-Man
And this is the
Classics
first
with
time
line, I
we've
think.
updated him onto our proper Legends body with all the Marvel Legends articulation you would expect. New pieces to complete the
No,
character.
Shinazora's only
His,
this
really
is
fun
still the first
blue,
wave they're
head
showing.
wrap, as well as the
Man,
spiky
this
toes
wave
and
really
the
be called
full
the books. No
tarantula
one's
deco
reading
across
waves.
his torso and legs.
Hello,
The
Orlando.
only
How
thing
are you, my
sharper than
friend?
his toes or is his mustache. That's very nice.
Yeah, his mustache is on point for sure.
All right.
He's
So
got the
there you
stash.
have a kind of sneak preview, not the complete product offerings. So more to come on this Spider-Man wave, and like the Daredevil Elektra figure will have the cowl there. So speaking of Spider-Man, we're going to segue that into a very exciting feature on our Pulse exclusive VHS animated series inspired 2-packs. So this item I think was revealed back at
So there's the
PulseCon.
Spidey and
Okay.
Carnage
Later went
set.
up for pre-order. So this is what we're going to be doing. We started with the X-Men single.
I really
figure
like that
program, which
Carnage,
was
but I
awesome in
don't need
2022
another
and
Black
2023.
Spider-Man.
The new theme for these cassette tape inspired packages are going to be the Spider-Man 2-packs. So we wanted to show off in-hand samples of the symbiote Spider-Man and Carnage, and they come with some extra pieces as well.
Yeah.
So just confirm again the articulation for symbiote there.
So symbiote Spider-Man is all pinless, double arms, double legs, and also has toes. So this is the first symbiote with toes, and he's got a really impressive cell shading blue to go along
I
with.
don't
his
like
black
that
and
blue.
white.
It's terrible on the
Of all
Venom.
the
Like,
cell shading we've tried and done over the last couple of years, this is by far, in my personal opinion, the best execution of it. I think it looks, absolutely amazing, and it definitely takes you to
I
the
think
look
you're
of
wrong,
him
my
from the
friend.
show. So, and Carnage also going along with him also has a very animated pattern to the way the blacks and reds break across his body. And there's also the extra hands and legs.
Why don't you
hands
look for them? In the meantime, I did want to show you guys, because this is the first time in hand, right? The X-Men packages that we know and love, the kind of standard size. These are the
we know
exact
and love,
same,
he says.
It's deeper, it's a 2-pack, but they're the exact same height and width. So they will look great.
Those boxes, I don't know, I'm not a fan. I have 2 of them.
The
I had
Spider-Man
3, I
packages
threw away
all
one
have
even.
the kind of numbered,
But
numbers
yeah,
1
those
to
they're
2,
just
it's a 2-pack.
boxes at the end of
Right
the
there, you
day.
see the side
And they're
profile,
too
now
big
it's
for
going to
VHSs,
show off
if I remember
the extra
correctly.
pieces you get there.
Yeah, along with a giant-sized claw and blade for Carnage, you get more normal-sized claws, as well as a really creepy Cletus head. And Spider-Man shown
just all
here with
redos
one
all
wolf
those hands and stuff.
crawler and one fist hand. He will get an alternate fist, an alternate crawler hand, and both thwip hands. So the full assortment of hands that you would want on a Spider-Man character.
No, unmasked head,
He's got it all, from walls to fist to thwips.
Jonathan says, I'll pick up this
Carnage
for
and
the
Symbiote
Carnage,
Spider-Man.
trying to have a
That is
matching
the first
Black Blue
2-pack
Spidey to go with my
inspired by
retro
the
Venom.
Spider-Man animated series, and so we are going to show you the second pack, which you guys have not
Okay,
seen yet,
so
and that will be up for pre-order tomorrow. So it is a 2-pack, I think, headlined by a character that fans have been requesting for many years. That Toy Biz did a version of, and I've been really campaigning for this character
for one.
But more on behalf of the fans, because we know how important civilian characters are, supporting characters.
Agreed.
In the Spider-Man animated series. So why don't you walk them through? I'll
And
introduce.
me.
So we've got our beloved Aunt May
wow.
figure. I think she came
Oh
out
my
great.
God,
she comes
it's
with some
Dave.
alternate hands. She comes out with 2 alternate fists.
Hello,
So
Peter.
this is Aunt May. I didn't put her on a stand. I might have a trouble.
Wow,
with that.
like, come
All
on.
right, there you go. So walk them through Aunt May. I think the comic face deco just in recent years has just been much improved, and it's
Absolutely.
photoreal-esque.
Yeah,
I don't
the
know.
photoreal that we used to only use on our theatrical MCU characters, we've now translated
that
over into the
face.
comic realm as
Oh,
well,
for fuck's
to very, very high success. And I know you guys have said
She
many,
looks
many
like
times
she's
of
in
how
a
much
world
you
of
guys are
constant
appreciating
disappointment.
the increased detail and look of the faces of these
And
characters.
the old body they use
Aunt
on her then,
May
like,
is the first one
wow, like,
of this
new
pack.
two-pack. She's the headliner. There was this other character that
Yeah,
we just decided to throw in.
Doc
because
Ock, I
we needed
betcha.
to make it a 2-pack.
yeah.
Yeah.
This is
fuck, I'll
one
have
of
to buy
Dan's
it.
favorites. But who do we have here?
So we have Doc Ock here, because Doc Ock.
Oh,
in the
that looks
show
amazing.
Was, had an awesome.
Fuck you guys.
Wait a minute. Scratch that. I think I screwed this up.
Yeah, I was
So,
gonna say that's.
This guy doesn't come with these tentacles. These tentacles, obviously, they go to this guy, right? So let's just put one of these guys back here. So this is the right tentacles for this guy, which means that
They
this
have bendable
gentleman-
tentacles, I betcha.
No, he comes with tentacles.
Oh.
He comes with 4. So he's got 4 of these things. 4 amazing little
Whoa.
bendable.
Okay, yeah, it's definitely buying
wire
that set.
tentacles.
So that just happened to be
Finally get a
backwards
Doc Ock.
backwards compatible.
with old Doc Ock.
Whoa.
So, something that the guys might be a little bit excited about and they've been looking for just a blink, right? It hasn't been but a moment. But now you have our first classic Doc Ock.
This is the
with
first
4
thing from this
wire-bendy
from this
tentacles
live stream that I
that you
100%
can, have a lot of fun and have Doc Ock properly wrapping up a Spider-Man. Where'd he go? Where'd you go, Spidey? He's hiding from me.
So
All right.
we've heard, the requests and questions of why we can't get a Doc Ock with bendy wire tentacles, and we finally do. And I think it's awesome that the team made them made them keyed so that they are backwards compatible with your previous Doc Ock figures.
So
but this
then
goes great with
must
the new
buy
kind of
the
animated version
faces to me. Why
Yeah.
was
here,
it
and that's
made?
an all new body. Is that right?
Hey,
too?
everyone
All
actually
new
have work, so
body,
can't stay. Want to
pinless
pop in
double
Edgy
arms and
Force.
legs, new
That's how you
likeness
look
on
at
a rocking
Toad's
head, so you get a little bit of movement back and
It
forth,
is
up and
actually
down.
constant
He's got
disappointment.
some alternate
Ah,
hands as
geez.
well, so he's got grippy hands
Aunt May kills the
for
MCU should be a thing.
evil posing,
Hot
or
Aunt May,
messing
yeah,
with
but
some
not
lab
this one.
equipment, as Doc Ock
That's
would
the Aunt
tend
May
to
that
do.
just
Here,
walked.
sorry,
There
I
he
was
is.
holding
There we go.
them. So this is the cell shaded animated
Oh,
Spider-Man that you
fucking
can wrap
pricks.
them up
Every Doc Ock is a
in.
2-pack.
Yeah.
No, the last
your
one wasn't a
delight in any
2-pack. It was just
configuration
shit.
you want. I think there's some awesome
Oh,
PR
go
promo
on.
pics that we have of Doc Ock actually
Well,
supporting
you're getting a
himself. If you get it
surprise,
right
guys, for
with-
this live
with
stream
the,
as well.
The two tentacles that
anyone
have the open
who-
prongs, you can almost get them like standing on those. So check out the promo shots
And you can
that you'll see up for the pre-order.
Got a cool, the whole backpack's got all the details from the show.
Yep.
And it looks really great.
Oh, did I not show the package? All right, so let's take Spidey away. Let's put Aunt May
The
back.
cock.
I'm gonna show the package here. So there you have. This is a Doc Ock and Aunt May.
Yeah, that Doc
set.
Ock
You wanna
is
stick up
class.
there while I
Love
show
it.
the package? All right, so yeah, so you've got Doc Ock 1, Aunt
Wink
May
at me.
2. Got this awesome box here, side panel.
But the cock
and
is
that those
lovely.
will,
Yeah, the last Doc
you know,
Ock
start
was
your
2-pack.
Spider-Man
Oh, the Amazon one. But the
animated
previous one was
series collection
a
off
single
to
release.
great
It
start
came
here.
in a spider
So the note
build-a-figure
about
wave, I
the
think.
Doc Ock and Aunt
The-
May.
the
So this is
robot
going to be
spider thing.
available for pre-order tomorrow, the 2nd of March, Thursday, starting at 1 p.m. Eastern, exclusive to the Hasbro Pulse. So I think it's going to be a pretty popular item because of Aunt May. So again,
Yes, because of Aunt May.
and Doc Ock,
Yeah, I'm gonna pre-order that set
Wire.
anyway.
Bendy.
Bendy Wire.
Definitely.
Times 4.
Yeah.
And little clampy things.
Yeah, so 2 of them are open.
Yes.
2 of the and
2 open and 2 closed.
2 closed. Yep.
So you can have the small, the closed ones kind of help tie to.
I wonder who this
Christmas.
guy is. All right, players.
Can't wait to take that back.
Brendan
and
Lahey.
play with it
How
more
are
at
you,
the
Brendan?
desk, but that's going to be awesome. All right, so that is our one kind of big pre-order going tomorrow. Sticking with Spider-Man. So what do we have next? We had all right. So the big thing to talk about for 2023, as some of you
VH
guys might
boxes
have
be
heard,
labeled 3 and
Marvel
4.
loves their anniversaries. Marvel's been around for over 80 years now, but what we have going on in 2023 is the 60th anniversary of the Avengers. That first Avengers.
Ooh, it's an anniversary
they?
license to
I've
charge
heard a little
more.
bit about them. You might have, since 1963, right? So Marvel is doing a bunch of activations in publishing and across categories. They're calling it Avengers Beyond Earth's Mightiest. And so we
interesting.
have a really awesome fall Marvel Legends program, similar to Spider-Man, Beyond Amazing, which was their 60th anniversary. The year before that was, I'm testing my memory.
Yeah,
here,
so it's
was,
basically a label stick on
2021
figures to
was the
charge a
fall
5 or more.
2021
X-Men?
program. X-Men was 2021 was the Infinity Saga. The broad Infinity Saga. 2020 was X-Men. So fall 23 is all about
Jesus, this
comic
fella's very
Avengers.
aggressive, whoever
And
he is.
similarly to
I
that
want to give
Spider-Man
Hasbro so much of my
collection we
money. I'd
showed
pay
with,
a lot of zeros.
the Ben Reilly and the Tarantula and the Rose. We are going to show you a whole bunch right now, first time ever, of Avengers Beyond Earth's Mightiest figures. Not the complete offerings, because again, the full reveals with PR images, packaging, and then more pre-order information will be coming in a couple of weeks. So you have to
X-Men
stay
anniversary
tuned
this year
to the
too.
Hasbro
I'm sure.
Pulse for more details. But we're just going to show you a whole bunch of new comic Avengers figures right now, if you're okay with that.
I'm
Ready
okay
to
with
get
it.
started?
Yeah.
All right, where do you want to start? They're all kind of arranged behind us, just off camera, so hopefully you can't see them. Where do we want to start?
Let's start with the oldest one.
The oldest one.
Yeah.
All right, I know where Dwight's going with this. So this is a really awesome figure. We had to do it similarly to the Marvel Legends 20th celebration. We had to go back and do the original 4. To do an Avengers anniversary program, you kind of got to go back to the beginning.
Oh, that's really cool. I like
so walk
that.
them through the updated Hasbro Marvel Legends Mark 1.
Yeah, Mark 1. It was really fun to
Basically,
revisit this
yeah,
character. It was done by Toy Biz way back in the day, but we had never had an opportunity to do it in 6-inch scale. So as our first version, non-MCU, it looks fantastic. The amount of posability and play to this figure, despite the thick kind of bulkiness of the armor, is really next level.
I don't know. I
So
don't really
he's
need that
got
figure
all
though.
the double arms and legs.
It's really
that you
cool,
want.
like, but
they're all pinless. He's got an inverted rocker in his torso, so you don't break the aesthetic of the tin can kind of look of his torso, but it allows you to get a full left and right movement, as well as a nice back and front bend. So a decent amount of articulation. It's got the antenna coming out of his left shoulder. and then all of there's a lot of little scuff and scratch deco all over on the
Jonathan
front of
likes
this
it. I
armor.
do like that Iron Man.
And like I said, this is just without all the bits and bobs.
I think the
but
Toy-Biz one was
It
one of
is-
my
it is
first Legends as
remarkably
well.
articulated, I gotta say, and it even has some of the scuffing kind of
Mhm.
because this is that first armor look, but even like his neck, if you want to show like the neck joint,
Yeah.
is really cool too. You can get a great range of movements, the neck and the waist. Look at that, the side. So yeah, Toy Biz did awesome Marvel Legends. They even did a variant back in the day. They did a gold
Yep.
version. So I think we've done this maybe in 3 3/4 and
Yeah.
other type of scales, but this is the first Hasbro 6-inch Marvel Legend version of this, and we love it. This is awesome. I can't wait for you
It's
guys
really
to
cool.
see
All
it.
right, like
So this is just the first
One.
of 10 items. One down. Where do you want to go next?
10,
Stay classic, modern. What do you
10
want to do?
items.
Oh, your turn. You pick.
All right, my pick. All right, let's
We'll
stay
do
stay
back and
classic.
forth.
All right, so this is cool. This is like our draft segment, but in real time. So we're gonna do a figure that apparently I like the civilian type characters,
Bruce
but
Banner, is it?
we're going to do Hasbro's first comic Bruce Banner
Mhm.
scientist with clear
That's
removable
okay.
glasses.
That's right.
He looks great. But this isn't just a Bruce Banner pack. We're
No.
gonna pack in a big friend, a big alter ego here as well. Put him right behind, like that comic.
Classic
Ooh,
cover.
that Hulk is ugly.
Talk him through what is new. Dwight was telling me before we started this.
So this is a
this
2-pack.
Hulk actually has some new pieces. It's not just the same gray Hulk from the retro card from a couple years back. So
No,
what's new on
absolutely
Hulk?
not. So Hulk here has a new likeness and expression, new photo real deco to both him and Banner's head. And the Hulk back in the early days was a little bit softer. He didn't have all of those
Makes
muscles
sense.
on
My
top
dog
of
was
muscles on
fight your
top of
brother.
muscles. So we redid his
No
mid and upper
accessories,
torso
though.
to have a little bit more of a smooth.
It's a nice
classic
one.
look
Like
to
the
it.
head,
So
though,
it's got a
perfectly
bit more
ugly.
of that old-timey
Perfectly
comic feel
ugly.
than more of the modern versions we've done in the past. So some nice significant updates to him, and then it's our first Banner in the line.
And we can demo this.
Yeah, I do like that
Absolutely.
Banner,
Glasses come
actually.
off. Of course, he's got the full.
It's a very Steve
face
Rogers-y
demo,
looking head, if I'm honest,
all
though.
those glasses.
If you look at it
Yeah,
closely.
so there you have the two
Grey
banners.
Hulk stuff
banners.
is in the comments in the,
Okay.
What's next?
the live stream.
All right. Well, you went big, so I'm going to go even bigger.
Okay.
So I'm
have
going
to.
to go with Mr. Thor Beardy Son here because he's got an awesome
Oh, I've
beard.
seen that before.
Kind of
Don't need that.
heavily inspired by the
It's
Walt
cool, though.
Simonson look of Thor. He's got the classic feathery wings. He's got his hammer. He's got some new boots with the golds because to kind of tie up this era of costume. And he also comes with a little friend.
Little friend.
Little friend. So he comes with look, you can put his I was like
Yep,
kind of give him a
it
little
is.
nuggie. Kind of cute.
Destroyer.
So we have Thor and the Destroyer, our first time
Oh, the
adding
Destroyer looks
Destroyer to
class.
the Marvel Legends line. So he is, as you can see, because everybody knows the
Damn it, I
size
have to
of
get that.
Thor is a relatively large scale figure.
This is the same basic Thor shape as the 80th anniversary, the clean shaven one, and then the comic Cyborg Ragnarok that we just did
That
last
is
year.
class.
So you put it with
kind
a
of-
standard 6-inch scale guy, you can see
Fucking
how
hell, he's really
massive
big.
the Destroyer is.
A
I
big
measured
dude.
Destroyer with my little tape before, and it's just about 9 inches tall for those interested. But it's got. Why don't you show them the articulation on Destroyer because it's pretty good as well.
Yeah,
Such a
Destroyer
bulky-
has single elbows, but he's pinless because of the bulk of them. But you can get, as you can see, a full 90-degree bend. He's got the shoulder pads that go.
Yeah,
that
they're like
rotate
the ones that
around,
are on
sorry,
Better
with
Hill,
the
actually, those
torso,
boots.
so that they stay in
Where is
place,
he? I
but
don't
give
know
you a
anything
lot of
about that
movement
though.
for different types of grappling poses. The head also has a lot of.
Yeah, I've bought
a
that
good
body
range of
twice
motion
already. I
front to
don't
the
fancy
back,
buying it
as
again.
well as the rocker, which is a really nice kind of addition. He's got the rocker in the torso for going back, forward, tilting to the left and right. Lots of spikies all over him. Double spiky legs, ankle rockers, and he's all molded in translucent metallic for a really, really rich silver color, as well as some washes on his deep recesses across the front
So
of his
many new
armor
stuff in the
to kinda
stream, though.
give
It's
you
weird.
a little bit more credit to all of
That
that
Destroyer is
sculpted,
mental. I love it.
scribed armor plating. So that's Destroyer.
That's awesome. Thor's also his Mjolnir. It's that.
Thank God
it's
for
got
the death of
inscription on
those.
it as well. It's a
What
real
did
fun
Jonathan
Thor.
call them? Renders.
Right.
That's it.
Next, I already got my next pick. I
All right.
thought of it when we were doing this. All right, so my next reveal here is something that I I've been excited about for a long time. I didn't think.
As
I wonder
know,
did they
is
see
that
the
a big
leak
thing?
list and said, "Fuck it, we'll just
Even
show
more,
everything."
believe it or not. This goes way
Big
back.
people,
We've been
big.
teasing it for many years. So this is a vehicle for the Avengers 60th program.
All
As
right.
you'll see, we've got some normal size figures. We've got some bigger figures.
Oh,
from
I
the
bet you
Hulk
this is
and the
Hawkeye
Destroyer.
in
So
the
what would you guys say
cycle
is
thing.
this zoomed in from the comics or the video games
Yep.
onto your shelf? We have Mr. Hawkeye, Clint Barton on a Sky Cycle.
Borrowed from the set of Book of Boba Fett.
So Dwight, what is new about this Hawkeye? We've done a few kind of classic-esque Hawkeyes, but this one does have some new bits there.
Yeah, this Hawkeye has an all new articulated arms and legs. So this is a pinless Hawkeye, which we hadn't done to this point. It has a soft goods for his skirt, which obviously was necessary for him to be able to sit on the Sky Cycle.
This is
He's
awesome.
got his a new likeness as well. And he also has butterflies. So he's got the, a fantastic amount of articulation for Hawkeye.
Yep.
The entire Sky Cycle is
Finally a
new,
destroyer
from
though,
this
yeah.
gorgeous clear windshield.
Yeah,
to,
all of this is on the
the
list.
rest of the
Hawkeye's
silver
jet
base with the
bike.
vehicle. So he
Um,
looks really great on it. He fits
yeah,
well.
they just
There's
decided
enough
to
room for a buddy
reveal
to
everything,
ride
I
with
think,
him on the
because
back.
there's no. But what's the point in
The
waiting?
Sky Cycle is going to be an awesome new addition to the vehicles. That
And
we've
this is
added
awesome.
into
I
the
love that
line
Hawkeye.
for the last few years.
Great
The
addition.
figure itself looks great.
The
Like,
Sky Cycle itself, I want to say it's 3 pieces when you put it together. It's the front.
It's pretty simple.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty simple. It's got the front kind of windshield piece, and then there's a part on the bottom that just clips in very easily. You can go on or off the display stand, your preference. And it's actually funny. I think our engineer was the one to bring it up. Like, we had the Sky Cycle in the line, and then someone was like, "Wait a minute, how's he gonna sit down?" Because all of our other Hawkeyes have had the plastic skirt pieces, but this, as Dwight said, really awesome. Soft goods
Yeah,
with
it's
the,
much
with the
better.
detail both on the front and the back, so you can kind of have it flowing over. You can sit down very comfortably. It looks great. We don't do soft goods that often in Marvel Legends, only when it's like really necessary.
does look good though.
But
Yeah,
in
it does.
this
It does
one,
look cool.
Yep.
Like,
this
Absolutely.
set is awesome, and it reminds me a lot of that arcade game where you had Captain America and Hawkeye on the Sky Cycles, and Vision and Iron Man flying through when you got to that level. And so, super excited for the Sky Cycle. Thought the Toy Biz one would be the last, but that was not the case. We needed to crack at it too.
Absolutely.
All right, your pick, Dwight, for the next
All right.
entry.
Hawkeye is off to the side. I am going to go with a Secret Wars 2-pack.
ooh.
So I'm going to put both these guys up here all at the same time.
Oh
Our
wow! Look
first
at that Captain
Classic
Marvel photon.
Monica and Secret Wars Doctor Doom. So people have been asking for Monica, this version.
Monica
for
Rambeau.
a very
Looks so
long
good.
time, and we've done a modern version of her a few years back, but we've never done the classic Captain Marvel version of her. So this has new arms with the sleeves that allow her to bend her arms to kind of mimic it connecting, but they also allow you to straighten her arm out, and the way it's designed is it
That
kind
Doom
of hides
looks
in there, so
mad
it
as
still
well.
gives you that complete weird extra material she has on her sleeves. So she has pinless legs, single elbows because of the design of the sleeves, and a fantastic head and hair sculpt for
Jonathan
her.
says
She
the
goes
messed up
along
thing is
with,
even the Marvel
new
Legends stuff is
version
still
of
miles
Victor
better
and the Secret Wars
than anything
look.
the
So,
Star Wars team
all
will
new
shit out.
torso and head,
Bruno says, why did they
and
insist on
built
making
off of
female
parts
characters with
from
single
the,
jointed elbows?
old,
Yeah, I think they're just trying to milk the
80th
female
anniversary
body
Iron
till
Man,
it's
which had shared the
mold
same kind of
breaks.
aesthetic look for
Robert's
the
Infinite
costume.
Realms,
So
how are you
it worked
doomed?
out really well for
He
him.
says,
And
nice,
those
finally
are
confirmed
a
him.
couple of A-tier villain and a very, very sought after requested classic version of our heroes.
That is a really fun Secret Wars kind of throwback. Early 80s kind of
I think so.
comic run. Yeah. What do we got next? The choices are kind of thinning out here, but
There's so
We've
much
got a few good
stuff.
ones back there.
yeah. Why don't I stick? We'll go from kind of 80s to maybe 90s-esque. Okay, so
Excellent.
this is another 2-pack. This is kind of a West Coast Avengers sort of 2-pack, but we've got here for the first time we've got Cersei in the Marvel Legends comic.
Ooh,
comic
Eternal
version,
Cersei.
first character, and then we've got
And
a
Black
new
Knight.
Black Knight here with his laser
Oh, they're
sword.
really putting
and
them out there,
his
like, aren't they?
bomber jacket.
Really
very
good figures.
90s. Cersei also in that bomber jacket, and so I try to recreate her pose from that famous comic
Nailed it,
cover.
buddy. It
Yeah,
was great.
Talk them through
That's
this one.
awesome as well.
Yeah, so these guys, from that cover, they look great together. The laser sword was a new accessory that we wanted to add to the line for a long time, just because of the silliness and fun nature of it. So he's got his yellow sword with a little bit of a overspray energy crackle on the front side of that. He still has his crest from his Black Knight crest on his chest. And then, like
Connor can pick
Ryan
up
said,
Doom
the
to have one
jacket,
out
and
the
then
box.
Cersei has
Afternoon,
these,
everyone.
really big knee pads.
Finished watching The Last
the double
Jedi. Are you,
belts,
Jared?
the vest,
These
and
figures look
power
good, but what is
effects
the
and new
pricing point?
likeness for
I
her
would
as
have
well.
bet
So the photo reel,
about
once
50
again,
quid,
on
I'd say.
both their faces really takes it to the
Thereabouts,
next
even
level,
more
because
maybe.
we
I
have
don't
not
know.
yet done that for either of these characters. They've only had been done in the more traditional way of the past. So yeah,
You can, of course, these effects just come off, and she's just got the regular fists underneath.
Yes.
But you got two energy blasts there.
Yeah, I like them.
Okay.
They're pretty good.
Got
I like the
a
Black Knight
couple left.
especially.
All right. Black Knight and Cersei are down, and a year or so ago, we
Seems to
came
be
up
all
with a
two
super
packs as well,
articulated male
which is
figure.
weird.
We figured it was about time for a super articulated female figure, and our choice of selections was, pretty easy to think of when we're talking about classic Avengers, and that was
Black Widow.
Black Widow. So Black Widow is our first super articulated female action figure. She has
Now
double
make them all
pinless
like that.
arms and legs. She has butterflies in her shoulders, and she also
Oh,
has
sweet.
the inverted abdomen ab crunch, as well as the torso rocker.
Second head with longer
lower
hair would be
chest.
great.
So she has, everything you'd want, and something that we've been wanting to deliver for a long time, and we think she turned out absolutely fantastic. She has, a flashing stinger, classic one on her left side. The
That looks
belt,
really nice.
and we went with one of her different looks with her short hair.
I am
Great
Jonathan.
posability here. I will say,
The
when
shame, Gerard. The
the first models
shame.
came in, the pre-production
Rolando.
samples, the team was super excited. Dwight called me over, and I had to check
That's
it
a
out.
cool Black Widow, to be fair.
Yeah, awesome posing here. Great.
But
top
like, as
end
long as they
figure.
go ahead now and they
This
do
is
the
go-
rest
this
of them
is on my top.
That's
10.
a-
This is our
on this
first live
mold,
stream,
like-
and this is going on my top.
Don't
10
give
list
away
for the year.
your strategy just yet, but I think Dan and I would agree with you that she is up there already. So yeah, more to come. Again, we're not showing off.
Is that the
full
cover girl face
offerings
sculpt?
for
I
all of
see
these
someone in the
yet.
comments saying
There
that.
are other bits and bobs.
Similar,
for all
alright.
these figures, so you'll have to stay tuned for more as we get closer to the full reveal and pre-orders. So what's the next one? There's 3 choices left. All right, I'll stick with the single figures. Single figures here.
Another cap.
So-
Oh, Bucky cap.
This one is kind of a meta selection almost,
Yeah.
whereby, right? So this is of course, our Bucky Captain America. However, it is not on the original Bucky cap.
No.
A new
Buck. It
body
is
for
on
the
the
Bucky cap.
Vulcan.
Vulcan body, yeah.
All right, so take them through what we got going on here.
Yeah, Bucky, as many of you hardcore fans know, was the first figure in the relaunch of Marvel Legends back in 2012. But that was now 11 years ago, which is crazy. So we thought it was time,
Bloody hell,
with this
11 years
anniversary
ago.
program, to revisit that great classic look with a significant update. So now he has the butterfly rockers. He's got the double articulated arms and legs. A great new likeness. He's got a removable blaster and knife on his sheaths.
It's really
And
nice.
he's got kind of a nice gloss boot. The shield, and everything are inspired heavily by the Alex Ross design, which is what he was the creator of this look back in the day. And it was awesome to revisit such a important figure from the lore of Marvel Legends when you think about where we were back then and what this figure meant to the relaunch.
I had that figure for
and
the
to
longest
everything that
time.
we've been doing since that point forward.
Before I eventually sold it.
So Bucky Cap 2.0, 11 years later, as you said, looks great. Single figure here. All right, we got 2 more.
All right, 2 more, then I'll go with the 2.
Okay.
So with 2 more, we have a couple of villains. So
Oh,
we
nice.
have
Skrull
the
Queen.
Skrull Queen, and we have a Super Skrull absorbing a bunch of Avengery powers. We've done a Super Skrull in the past,
That looks
absorbing
class.
Fantastic Four powers, but never in the Avengers
And
world.
yeah, all the leaks
So,
were right.
as you can see, this version has a stretchy arm. It has Black Bolt's tuning fork. It has like a Doctor Strange cape. It has an arc reactor on his chest, and more things yet to be revealed at a future date. And along
Well
with
said,
that,
I'm
you
making
have
sure
the
of her
Queen,
admitting I've watched
which
The
was
Last
obviously a
Jedi.
hugely
And on
impactful
Mando Day
character
as well,
from
Jared.
Secret
Burnt
Invasion
dinner for you,
comics
Leto.
back in the day.
Ah, that's
So she
harsh,
took on the
Jonathan.
form of
Very
Jessica
harsh.
Drew, So we have the Jessica Drew version of
Yeah, this is an awesome
Spider-Woman
set.
with the Skrull Queen's alternate head when she
Would definitely like to get
back
more
to reveal
scrolls.
herself.
Seeing as they only have that crap one
Is
from the
cape
Captain Marvel
removable
wave.
from him?
Cape is
Thought it was?
removable.
All right,
Super
great.
easy.
Yeah,
Just
that's the only
rest
one I
right
have.
on his shoulders.
No
Which
way.
was great. Like, gives you the ability
I can't
to
even see him now. Must have him
display
hidden
him
somewhere.
in different ways.
But yeah, I only have that.
So we've seen some scrolls in the MCU. I think they're going to be more scrolls in Secret Invasion, I would assume.
I would hope
but
so.
these are the comic versions.
Yep.
Going back to that storyline, and then the last one. Speaking about green characters, so this one
Another Hulk.
is a 12-inch.
Super
This is
adaptoid.
meant to be in our 6-inch scale. The figure is 12-inch.
Yeah, we should show like the scale.
But he is the super adaptoid. This was one of Jesse Falcon's favorite additions to the line. Doing
That is
different
mad
forms,
looking.
right? Deluxe. This is like kind of a mega
Basically a giant
style
Captain
figure,
America.
But as you'll see, he's got. Why does he have a shield and a hammer?
Because he can mimic, once again, just it similar yet different of the Super Skrulls. He can mimic the powers of the Avengers. So he's got kind of a classic Hawkeye crest and boots. He's got the Iron Man reactor on his chest. He's got Thor's like hammer and Cap's like shield. And he's like 3 different colors of greens with a few accents of silvers and blacks.
That's kind of cool.
But it was one of those characters that when we started off making this, we were just like, how are we going to put that thing together? And can we pull it off to make it look like you'd want it to look? And by the end of it, I was actually incredibly pleased with how he all came together. I think the look of this figure is really, really sharp and fun. And
Green
it's a
Lantern,
nice
Captain
kind of,
American, Thor.
slightly modern
Yeah.
update on a classic character.
Adapting to
because
DC
he's been
too.
drawn multiple times in ways as he's come back over the years. But this larger scale body really let us do a cool version of him for your.
But it's crazy
collection.
that
You
they've
have a
gotten
big,
this
big,
deep
bad,
into the characters that they can
battle
do
all
stuff
your
like this.
normal 6-inch scale figures.
Just in time for St. Patrick's Day in a couple of weeks.
Oh,
There you go.
cringe.
So can we just bring back real quick Hawkeye and maybe like Destroyer? So just we wanted to, this was when we get to work on these programs. It's a lot of fun, working amongst our team and with Jesse to come up with new formats, right?
That
It's
Destroyer is
it's
awesome.
individual characters. It's 2-packs that make sense. It's a vehicle. It's deluxe figures like the Destroyer and Hulk, and then kind of super deluxe, a 12-inch super adaptoid, because the Avengers are so important. It is their big 60th birthday. We wanted to provide a breadth of offerings, and I think we really did so here. So again, more to come on the Avengers 60th fall program, on details about pre-orders, on when and where these items will be released.
Some nice
We'll take
figures,
a look
but
at the
they will be
packaging,
expensive.
of course, and the full kind of accessory suite for all of them shortly. So stay tuned. We just wanted to get out in front and share this with you as early as we could. So hopefully you guys dig that program. Thank you guys for tuning in. I don't really know how long that went. It feels like it was maybe in the middle, but
And
could
breathe.
have been one of the longer ones. Reminder about the Doc Ock Aunt May 2-pack. That's going up for pre-order tomorrow.
Definitely
at
getting
1.
that.
So go get them. Complete your Spider-Man animated look there. And then normally we like to do a little in-hand accessory tease for you so everyone can try to speculate on what the little tiny piece of plastic is that we show. But for today, going off of the Avengers theme, we're going to leave you with a quick video, and then we'll just kind of end it there. And yeah, chime in on the socials, on the Hasbro Pulse official channels for all your latest reveals and speculation. But let us know what you think about it. Anything you want to say before we throw it to the video?
I got nothing. I'm out. Tapped out.
You got too much. But back to work on the
Hey,
figures for
Peaky, how are you
2023
doing?
and 2024. And
Seems Wild
here
Hasbro
you
is
have
making
it,
a 12-inch
Avengers
figure.
Beyond Earth's
Well,
Mightiest.
they did do Surtur already last year, so not out of the realms of possibility. Oh, HasLab, eh? So what's the HasLab Avengers thing going to be? And that's that. So, guys, what did you think of the reveals? I'm not going to stay much longer on here because something fell outside my back door while it was on this. So I should probably go check that out. But yeah, some awesome reveals. Definitely want the Destroyer. Definitely want Doc Ock. Maybe the Super Adaptoid, the Skrulls. Yeah. Thank you for watching with me, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, it will be a car with flaming wheels in red, white, and blue. Oh, can you imagine that? But yeah, I can actually. Oh, here's the Captain America car. Quinjet as an Avengers HasLab. That would be way too big, though, wouldn't it? Tac Tac Toy says, I liked the Avengers Beyond Earth's Mightiest. Yeah, there's some awesome reveals there, and yeah, I like that they showed the figures and not just renders like usual. It's different, like. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. I'm gonna shoot off and drop comments and hit the like button as you're going out the door. And we'll see you later, guys. Have a great day, evening, morning, wherever you are, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.